Earbud.
Did you just say earbud?
I
wait, I've
heard
got a
beer
little
butt.
I've got a little grey thing over tin. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Leonard is gone right now, so I'll put the grey thing over him. Wiggle it left.
You are
There we go.
streaming Discord right now.
I'm streaming Discord. Why am I streaming Discord? Oh, it's the wrong screen. Okay, yeah, it's because I don't have Roll20 up. Okay, give me a sec. I'll stick it back on that. I need to pop open Roll20 on the side. Sign in, get it all live. I hope all my keystrokes just came through because I typed in so fast and didn't make a single spelling mistake.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm fucking certain.
Do you still need me to share content to couples, D&D?
I very much appreciate you doing it. Let me check. Why have you run out of people spaces? And I asked that because I've literally shifted all of my characters over to specific campaigns so that I have enough slots for 2 campaigns in 1 campaign.
Okay, because I wanted to put it into the Hannah's new.
Why not just do that with another campaign? Like, put your character in there because she's not even using it. D&D Beyond, I mean. No, she's not fussed.
Hi, I'm back.
Hello.
Awesome.
But
Oh,
Hopefully
you-
it didn't take too long.
Couples D&D, I've specifically moved people out of it so that I can add more real-life people to it because I'm going to end up with, like, 12 players in there. Oh, what was this? Something happened. I heard a noise. I've forgotten how to use everything to do with streaming. Zarka has followed. Hey, Zarka! It's nice to have another follower. That was very fast.
Gotta find my character now.
Okay, time to pop this screen open.
Oh, wow.
Jungle of Zabo. There we go. Nice.
We were level 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's up to date. Perfect.
When we left off, you were inside of your 3rd temple. After tracking through this maze-like temple, you've been hit by multiple traps. You fought off a water elemental. And after opening a door, you find yourself faced with a room that's 20 by 25 feet. And in the middle of the room is a sphere that's semi-translucent and slightly glowing.
Is this the same type of room we found the previous artifacts in? Since we found one in each temple. And they've always... No, it's always been in a bowl, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like... Did I miss a session, perhaps? You talked to a snake in a room where there looked to be an altar. Because what I remember was that we were just about to enter combat or something when I last played.
We were just about to enter a room. I remember that much.
Yeah, and then it opened and you saw a big sphere.
Shit, I was joined as a GM. It's okay, I was at the main screen though.
Yeah.
Oni, what's your point in this? The take on this? What do you remember?
I wasn't here the last session. guys played, so I'm even further behind than you guys.
Right,
I don't remember a watermelon. So last time I remember, we had met up with some people that were going to help us at the entrance, and then Tyr jumped in, and then you guys followed too fast for him to check for traps, and the poison trap went off.
After the poison trap, you tracked through the first room. Laura found
Nala.
like a secret. Nala, she found a secret like creep hole, and crawled through and saw a giant snake that could talk.
Talking reptiles, always good.
Yeah. It said it was the guardian of this temple. And
Yeah, it blessed us with something so we didn't take damage.
no, you got blessed by the
man on the
druid.
mountain.
Beastie
Oh
man
yeah, the
guy.
goat man.
The nude stalker.
The goat man.
Because I remember almost the same as Leighton. I remember opening a door and on our way of entering a new room, and there it was just cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I don't remember if we actually entered combat in
No,
the
you
room.
went combat, but you just saw a big sphere in the room.
I'm having
Leighton
real
was
trouble
like,
remembering seeing a big
"What?"
sphere.
All right, I'm gonna pop you over to the map for now. You can see this here. I will shift you over.
That sphere never appeared.
Not for me neither.
I have no memory of that sphere.
See, I was all worried I wouldn't remember Tyrion's personality, and immediately seeing that sphere, he wants to pop it like a bubble. No worries there. He is still a little
Wouldn't
wacky.
surprise me.
In fact,
So what-
that's when he leans over and says to Leonard, "Can I pop it like a bubble?"
Leonard takes a deep sigh.
Hey, cog whistle. Thank you for the
Be
follow.
my
What?
guest.
Oh,
Can you start by analyzing first?
Hi.
you do have detect magic on right now.
Oh, I do. Did I
Yep.
ritual cast it?
Yeah, Rachel calls it. You had a long rest earlier, and you found a trap that you later disarmed where Nala now is standing.
Well, then I would like to see if it is magical and what school of magic it is from, if it is.
All right. It is magical, and the school is a way of transmutation.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
And if I talk now, you can't? Okay, yeah, I've made a push to mute, so if I'm going to thank someone for following, I can do it, and you guys can't hear when I thank them.
Is there anything else in the room?
Nothing you can see right now that it's glowing with your medical sight, at least.
Is it a sphere or is it a bubble? It's translucent, but does it feel solid?
I'm not touching it. If anyone's going to, you need to do it yourself.
Tyr would grab her hand if she reached out to touch it. Is there like a rock on the ground at all?
Yeah, there is some crumbling from the sides of the wall or roof. There's been litter.
I kind of I want to pick one up and kind of toss it in.
All right. Throwing the rock, flying through there. About half a foot from the sphere, the sphere bulges out, grabs the rock, and then pulls it in, and then it just stays in the middle.
You said it was a transmutation spell, right?
Yep.
Oh, I heard transportation.
Oh, no, transmutation.
Transportation would be cool.
I thought it was gonna go somewhere.
So that means it's going to turn something into something else, right?
Right.
Or that something turned this into something else.
Does anything happen with the rock?
It just stays there. It's completely still.
I'm gonna break off a little piece of ration and toss it at it.
Right? The same thing happens. It goes in and stops.
Does it just sort of expands a little bit to get to it, or does it like a little pseudopod come out and grab it?
It's just
Turn.
expands slightly to.
I would like you to try and cast a firebolt at it.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm thinking that there's some kind of vacuum or something, and that the fire will just poof out.
Oh, I was thinking that it might be some kind of time capsule, perhaps.
Tyrion shrugs and steps back 15 feet and hurls a firebolt into it.
Alright. Shooting the fireball, it hits the same slightly movement of the sphere, grabs the fire, and then it's inside. And as it gets inside, the fire starts flickering, but it stays there. Completely
That's
still.
interesting.
That is actually really cool. I want one of these.
It's not a pet.
Well, I thought it was like an art piece or furniture. Not. I don't think it's alive. It's not alive? How, do you think it's alive?
I actually think it's alive, but I don't know why. It's just a feeling I had.
Why did you have to throw a fireball at it?
Because I wanted to see if the fire would just.
He leans back, leaning hurt again, and goes, "And I'm the crazy one."
Hey, I've never said I was sane.
Is any druid sane?
I think there's one, but not if you count the goat man.
Definitely not if you include him. Well, this seems a little too risky for us to interact with right now. Let us find another route.
You might be able to squeeze, but it would be hard to get past it.
I'm gonna cast.
Could you get over it?
I'm gonna
Perhaps
cast
take another path.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and push the Mage Hand at it. See what happens.
Can you mage and magic object?
We're about to find out.
Give me a second, I'm thinking.
What was that voice?
In a world where you can only give a handy to a mage with a mage hand.
Oh.
Hey, is this stream marked mature?
I don't think it is, but now it is.
I actually like Colin's idea of this. It's just a bouncy castle.
The hand touches the sphere and it slightly moves it back.
Ooh.
So it's really light.
Could we try to... No, never mind.
Does the mage hand have sharp fingernails?
Mage hand can't deal damage later.
Can I push harder? Like, can I try and get the Mage Hand to go in and pull back the rock?
Roll me a spell attack.
Mage Hand can't do damage! Roll a spell attack!
Okay, roll a d20, add your spell modifier plus the proficiency bonus.
I like to call it a spell check.
Oh yeah, that actually sounds better. Roll me a spell check.
plus 3 is 6. That's not
Nice.
awful.
The hand
You push
slightly moves the ball. I've read enough
The-
novels
yeah.
to know where this is going.
the hand moves the ball.
Oh god.
Oh, fucking Kenneth. Not even Kenneth. Answers of old.
Yeah, Colin.
That's the one.
I'm actually thinking, how about I try and whip at it
Wait, what are you gonna whip it with?
with my tail?
Goodbye, tail.
All right, roll me a deck save.
Yeah, give me a sec. Still trying to figure out the touchpad. There you go.
18.
Your tail whips forward, brushes against the orb, and as it tries to grab you, you drag it back. You can, as you slapped it, it almost felt like how to describe that feeling? It's like a slippery surface. Almost like someone like poured soap on glass or something.
I will describe the feeling to the others. And I stand there puzzled, I guess.
So it
That
did not
was
feel
interesting.
dangerous?
No, but I didn't like it.
So we avoid it as good as we can for now.
Yes, let us squeeze past.
Then Tyrion will use the mage hand to try and push it so that they have as much room as possible.
All right. Yeah, you try to push from one of the sides so it moves slightly up and to the side. Would everyone roll me a deck save as you squeeze past?
All right, I actually pressed on the.
Oh, wow. How did... What?
Wait, that is you don't have a 6 in.
No, I typed in a 7, but it didn't... Oh, it's because my numlock was off. There we go.
Let's see. Do I have my human determination up? Hopefully, I do have my human determination up.
Yeah.
That would have been 13.
All right, 13. Yeah, you would. You have the human determination.
Sweet. I'm gonna re-roll that nat 1 then. I feel like. Oh shit! I roll. Well, yeah, no, it's okay. I guess I'm more okay with a 5 than a 1.
All right, give me a second. Looking up something.
Looking up something, baby.
Okay. As you squeeze past, first Nephi gets through. Then his turn gets through. You're not actually touching the ball right now. I'll just back fit. When Nala tries to squeeze through, you are
Wait.
pulled in to the sphere.
With a 13?
Yep.
Damn.
So
Oh.
does Lena.
Wait. So I see her get pulled in, and then I just get pulled in as well.
Yeah.
Can you give us
This-
a definition for this pull?
it slightly expands and sucks you in. When you're inside, time does not pause for you guys.
As in everything else outside stands still, or
Everything outside moves fast. Time moves really, really slowly in that ball.
smugly, smugly thinking I was right. It was a time bubble.
Yes, you were right. I have inspiration. Turn in the fight. You see both Nala and Leonard getting stuck in the bubble.
I'm a little confused. You said do we see anything special now that we're on this side of it, or are we just in this tiny square box room?
You can't see the door. Fuck.
There is no
No.
door visible on our screens, no.
Sorry.
I'm sitting here going, if we got halfway across and realized it's just a blank wall,
Yeah,
why
like
would we keep
I was
going?
like when I was gonna bring it up but decided not to. When I said we should check elsewhere, I was thinking let's go back and look for other areas, but then Binary was like, "Oh, don't you want to progress? Eh? It's a progression."
Sorry, I thought I said there was a door. There is a door.
You said there was a door, but we couldn't see it on the map, so.
Ah.
But yes, it is nice that the door.
Now
has
we
been
can
revealed.
see a door.
What kind of door is it?
Wooden door, like oh, you haven't seen that. Wooden door with metal reinforcements. 2 handles and a lock on the right side of the door.
What kind of lock? Is it like a padlock?
No, like when you're putting in a key
Okay.
into the door and turn.
What kind of handle does it have? Is it like a ring or a knob or a?
A ring on each door.
Because I want to do something clever.
All right.
I am going to take out my rope, and I'm gonna loop one in through the handles on the door so that it slides through, kind of like a pulley. And then I'm going to throw each end into the bubble, so that when the bubble pulls, it slides the rope through, and so while it's pulling it in, whoever grabs the rope on the inside will get pulled out of the bubble.
Just so that everybody is aware of how much of a curse Binary has brought to this stream, people are still giving the bird hero dice.
How many hero dice does the bird have?
The bird already has 2d12. It can't get higher hero dice.
Go bird!
I'm sorry, Kandarian. No, it can't get higher than 2d12. I'm not doing it. Okay, if the rope enters the bubble, Nala is definitely going to try and grab it. However, I understand this may take a significantly large amount of time. He's just buffed Burb to Electric Boogaloo.
Okay, Leighton, remove the 2d12. The bird is going to level up.
Level up?
What?
Well, if the bird levels up, it's just been buffed twice, so it now levels up and has 1d4.
Alright.
I have accepted both of his expenditures.
If the bird levels up enough times, does he get a little like sidekicks and background dancers and?
Obviously.
No, Bluebird is suddenly a level 2 bard. Cast Idiot. Idiot!
Are you gonna
Idiot!
are you gonna stay there as you put the rope through into the bubble?
He's gonna do monk things. He's gonna toss it, and only his hand is ready to grab it at the ring where it's through the door.
Wait, so I thought you put both the ends of the rope in the bubble.
Hopefully, one towards Nala, and one towards. So
Okay.
if it pulls on the rope, it can't help but pull it like a pulley system. So whoever it pulls on should pull the other person out.
Okay.
And the mage hand will be like up between me trying to hold it back. So make sure it doesn't just slide up the rope to envelop us two as well.
Could both Nephi and Turn roll me a deck save?
What have you done?
I'm looking for the deck save, you say?
Nephi and Turn, not Turn.
Oh, sorry. Oh, and I actually rolled good. Of course, it has to be that way.
Why are you? How did she get to roll a the advantage? Or are you just taking the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first one.
I don't like the 2-roll keep the first method, but lots of people prefer it.
Since roll twice, keep the first one.
Turn,
Leave
you
redundant.
take 8 bludgeoning, and if I take 4, at the door cracks and it's thrown into the bubble.
Tyron's gonna lay on the ground for a minute. How much damage?
8. And if I took 4.
Well, that was unexpected.
When he said pull, he really meant pull, didn't he?
You saw the rope as it went into the bubble, went taut, and the door started creaking, and then it just broke away from the sockets in the wall.
This is it. End of the campaign, 1 hour into the session after a month.
Tyron, cause of death. Bubble door.
As you look in, Turn, you see another runic trap on the ground.
Guys, can you hear me? Can you actually hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
No, he's talking to Leonard and Nephi. And all
The bubble answers.
Oh. They perceive you as going really, really fast. They would hear really high pitch piping. That is almost too. That is
Way
they
too
won't
fast
even
to
hear you.
understand.
Yeah, it's way too fast to understand.
Okay. I'm gonna point out the trap to Nephi. And then I want to spend 10 minutes casting Sensor's floating disc. I want to see if I can cast it above them, and as it floats it down, it pushes them out the bottom of the bubble.
The bubble is taller than 10 feet.
I'll tell you exactly what's going to vanish, Answers of Old. It'll
Yeah,
be
you
the
can't
characters.
place sensors for this that high.
Or at this rate, the whole campaign.
I've used this spell a lot.
Well, it's how I always imagined is it's cast at a certain point, and then it settles to its coordinates. Huh. I mean, you're definitely the GM ruling. I'm just... Let me see what else it says, if I could do something else different with it.
Roll me an Arcana check.
What I want is just bump magic, but it's level 2 spell, and I don't have any level 2 spells.
Level 3 spell.
Oh, is it really stuff? Oh, the counter spell is level 3. I don't know. I have it
Both of them
backwards.
are.
Whatever. Arcana.
You think that the only thing that can interact with the orb directly is magical force. Anything else is swallowed up by it.
Who's this? What did the other rune trap do last time?
It blew up. Let's see, the last one. I need to.
Or can
The
I
last-
analyze this trap and see what it does?
Yeah, you can. If I can find my notes on it. The last trap made like a black smoke that dissipated. The one before that exploded in fire. It is evocation.
This one is evocation too. Time dilation thing. This is not fun.
Slowly, from inside the bubble.
That is too fast, Leighton.
Oh.
You were able to trigger the traps earlier by throwing or casting spells at it.
Alright, but the crazy idea I have is to push the bubble onto this trap. I'm afraid it's just gonna put them on a they're stuck. They have no choice but to take all of the damage through time. That's what my worry is.
It would take a while.
It would take a while. So okay, so it's just a time dilation thing. It's not a. Do I pop this? Spells. What happens if I
What happens
fireball
if Mage
just
Hand
took it?
pinches it?
Oh.
Can I cast? I should be able to cast this by magic, right?
If you have it prepared, yeah.
Yeah, I have it prepared.
Well, Tyrion gives Nephi a dirty look and then holds his hand out go ahead.
Yeah, I'll try to cast this by magic, but I'm not actually sure how to do it via roll 20.
You don't need to go from 20 to not yet, at least. I need to look something up really quick.
You're a druid, right?
Yeah.
They're based off of wisdom?
Yeah.
Roll a d20 and add your wisdom modifier.
Okay, that's
Thanks.
the thing. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Basically a wisdom check. 17.
Plus 5? No, wait. Where's my wisdom? 19.
And that's the number you needed to beat. The bubble pops and disappears. And you all just fall to the ground.
I'm
Scary
impressed.
question.
You got rid of that extremely quickly.
What is the scary
What
question?
happened to the firebolt?
Oh, yeah, Tyrion. Wait, give me a second.
I am prone.
Yeah. It hit as the door falls. The fireball hits it before it falls to the ground.
Okay. Because frozen in space, it just looks like a wisp sitting there. Little. red orb. So I had no idea what motion it would have had.
And
Thank
Nala and
you.
Leonard are back to regular speed.
I'm impressed with how quickly you dispelled that orb.
What? Didn't we take quite the time? I mean, the door burst and
It was barely 30 seconds.
Nafai?
Yeah?
Would you kindly stand on this side of the door, please? And he's gonna, like, gently guide her around to the other side of the door where...
Oh, the door
Leonard
is prone. I just didn't have that.
Right. And he's going to scooch over there and have Leonard lift it up enough, and then throw a firebolt at the trap.
Okay.
So that there's a... Whatever happens to the trap, there's the door protecting the group between them.
All right. As you throw the fireball at the trap, the sound of electricity and sparkle shoot from the trap, and after half a second, it just dissipates.
Very good.
Well, it looks like it's time to keep going. It's time to keep going.
Ha ha.
What's happened in the bubble?
Well, I was somewhat correct. It indeed froze time, I believe.
The opposite. It sped it up.
For us, it was sped up. That means it was actually slower for us.
What's...
You moved around. It turn started moving, so I thought you were going through.
Well, he was.
Right,
How did we end up in a one-block narrow corridor?
You started walking through the one block corridor here.
Oh, right.
I was about to describe that. As you continue forward, you walk through a corridor leading to the north and then to the west. I'm just going to move you over. Continue moving forward. You reach a small workplace. There's 2 bookshelves and a small table with a stool that is broken just beneath it. There are books, scrolls, items on the bookcase, and on the table is a book, a quill, and on the red cushion, a small orb.
I want to check for traps.
All right. Roll me an investigation.
I'm not great at checking for traps.
Nala is going to go and unobtrusively look at the orb.
All right. Roll me an investigation.
Investigation! That is a +5! 13.
Falsetto much. You see a thin crack through the small orb. It's like a crystal orb with a crack through it.
Cheap.
Nala, you broke it already?
I did not touch it.
From this room leads another corridor up to the north.
Do I recognize any of the titles on books? Or what's written?
Give me a second. You see You see a couple books that have dates on them, and one where it just says alchemy, and another that says herbs and where to find them.
I immediately take both of the books and put them on my back.
There were more than 2 books. There were two that were named and multiple that was yet numbered with dates.
Oh, well, I want to open the ones with dates on them and look inside.
Okay. You open one of the books, and it starts off with the. Every book has like a year number, and this then the first day, and then it says day 1.
For some reason, it popped in my head. Did I just find somebody's yearbooks from high school?
Oh my god,
I know
Kenneth.
that was really bad, wasn't it? I was just looking at it like, ooh, ooh.
Oh yeah, it actually pops up a date, like, you know, the fruit or berry or whatever.
Day 1. The master has given me this task to complete.
What language is it written in?
Elvish.
Oh.
Roll me a history check. It's a quite old dialect of Elvish. You have only read this in older tomes.
Would it be high society sort of stuff?
Yes.
Tyrion's gonna make a disgusted face. How old is from the current date to this book?
Colin's sense of humor is way too good.
Wait, what is it?
Day 23. Tried the seaside special yesterday. Distinct taste, and my belly doesn't quite agree with it.
Oh god. If I could give him inspiration, he would have inspiration.
Day 4432. Broke my favorite crystal.
Let's see. I can't stop laughing. It's
You're
old.
not really hoping with that.
There was a big calamity about 3,000-ish years ago, and the date predates that. It's hard to tell how much time it was before the calamity and to this after the calamity. But it's probably more than 4,000 years old.
I want to skip to the end. What's on the last book at the last page?
Last book, last page. It says the date, and then just one sentence. My time here is over. I leave now.
I'll go back a little bit more than a day or two.
It starts to talk about I'm starting to feel weak of age. And basically what he did that day, he planted another trap. He made sure to feed the snake.
How many years does the volumes of books seem to cover? Like the first one is 1310, is the last one like 1612? It's 212 years?
It's more, it's about 400 years. And you would know, being an elf, that's a little fucking long time for an elf to live.
Yeah, but he was a self-important, highfalutin kind of elf, so he doesn't really care.
In the room, you can also see an egg with a crack through it in one of the corners.
I guess I'll investigate it. It's suspect it's one of these snake. It's like a snake egg, and my question mostly is it cracked and like fossilized? It's an old egg, or does it obviously?
It is cracked and dead.
At this point, Nala is juggling the orb with a crack in it.
I think I missed a book for you. There's one book that you can't read. You can't even see understand what the title says.
I will cast Comprehend Languages.
On the back it says blood binding.
So, not only was he a prick, he dealt with dark things.
How vigorously are you juggling this orb?
Speaking of innuendos.
One-handedly, while weapon is in the other hand.
Performance check.
Performance check, coming right up. Is this dexterity performance or charisma performance?
Dexterity performance.
6.
You drop the orb and it goes. Ding, ding,
Can
ding,
I?
ding.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, when you drop something and you just try to catch it with your foot just so it doesn't smash.
Oh, roll me a dex save.
I'm imagining Star-Lord Chris Pratt
22.
dropping the Infinite Stone at the collector.
you actually catch it with your foot, like football.
She picks it up and puts it back where she found it. She tries to make sure that nobody saw.
Now that's charisma performance check.
Yeah, that would be a good performance check.
I have to be good in the eyes of the group. 7.
They all saw you.
It was heavier than I presumed.
Tyrion is gonna take the book that he had to cast Comprehend Languages, the one on alchemy, and the one on herbalism.
All right. There's also a book that's open on the table beside the quill and the orb.
I thought that was one of the diaries.
No.
Then he will lean over and start to read it.
All right, roll me a Arcana check. It is a spell book.
He takes that one immediately. Just zoop, like a klepto.
You're only able to deduce one of the spells is illusionary script. You also saw a magical glow from the quill and actually from the book of blood binding as well.
Well, he didn't cast Detect Magic. He cast Comprehend.
No, we already had. Oh yeah, is Detect Magic concentration.
It wouldn't have lasted how long we took to deal with the whatchamacallit would have lasted longer than
yeah, it would soon run out, but you would.
Oh, okay, then I would have saw that as soon as I came in the room. Was there anything else magical?
Let's see. On one of the shelves, you see 2 vials of with some potion in it.
What school are they?
They are aberration.
Abjuration?
Abjuration, yeah.
Oh, okay. What color are they?
They are almost translucent with the small silvery specks in it.
I will pull them down and I will hold them up to the group, and I will take the quill.
Yep.
The potions, guys. I think these are defensive potions of some sort.
That would
Maybe
definitely
it
be
would
helpful
fit
to us.
for Leonard.
We'll offer one to Leonard.
Oh, I had pushed to speak up. Could you repeat that?
I believe these potions are of a defensive nature, and he offers one of them to Leonard.
Thank you. And Leonard takes it.
If y'all want to poke, I believe that's all the information gathered here. That seems to be the study of whoever built this temple. An elvish man of several centuries old who was here for a long time, and then he got old and left. Or died. Or was consumed by the temple. It's not really written down. But,
Well, of course he wouldn't write about his own death. Or is it just me?
well, there were the, that howling dog and the skeletons in the other temple. That was rather unpleasant. They were definitely dead before we had to kill them again. But moving on. If you guys would like to, I will, spend a moment to gain my magical eyes, and we can look for more trappy, runey things.
That would be
From this
best.
room, it leaves the way leads back from where you came, and then to the left there's a corridor leading up to the north.
Oh, I thought the room was like, it had two entrances, and the room was between the two corridors.
Oh yeah, basically.
It's okay. Then Tyrion will take 10 minutes to cast Detect Magic again.
All right. During the 10 minutes, do you guys do anything special?
Nala tries to avoid it, but ends up juggling the orb yet again.
How vigorously?
Her spear is resting on the wall next to her, so more vigorously
Alright.
than before.
Roll me a performance check dexterity, please.
Roll your what?
Dexterity-based performance check.
Okay. A 9.
I sneezed.
It's not as impressive that you would like, but you don't drop it this time.
Martin, have you rolled higher than 10 any roll?
I rolled a 22. You shut the fuck up.
Yeah, sorry.
This website strongly dislikes me. It gives me below 10 on 90% of my rolls. It's a sore subject, okay?
Ugh.
Whew.
After 10 minutes, you have cast Detect Magic.
And I will move sort of quickly towards the other corridor.
Alright. Following the corridor, after not that far, it's about 15 feet, you come and you walk into what looked like a bedroom with another table with what looks like to be an alchemy set on it, a stone bed with rotten, or you can barely tell that it was cloth. Beside this bed, sitting on the floor, is a skeleton with surprisingly supreme clothing and one eye.
Like the whole socket is closed? There's no space for the eye? Or is it Cyclops?
There's just one. It has two. The skeleton has two sockets, but one socket is filled with an eye.
So to confirm, the entire body is rotted, including one of the eyes. the other
Yep.
eye has not even slightly worn away.
Nope. Not in the
Which
cloak.
eye?
Left one. Straight in front of you is a chest. And there's a table with, well, dust right now, and beside it the pot.
Anything giving off a magical glow within 30 feet?
The eye makes out a glow, and the clothing makes off a glow. That is about it.
Tyrion looks a bit serious. I'm rather concerned about the eye, he says so simply in his player's voice. I want to carefully come closer to it and inspect it.
Alright.
Try.
I am also concerned about the eye. Eyes should rot, and this one has not done so.
Try to light it with a torch Nala is carrying, and to see if the pupil lights up.
I do not think that is a good idea. His clothing looks like it would sell for a rather large sum.
Could you guys just hang back a moment and I can tell you more?
Nephi?
I'm sorry.
Roll an investigation check.
Not Arcana? Oh no.
Not a
Well, because you said the eye was glowing. What school of magic is that?
That would. Oh, what school would that be?
Not divination. Bad investigation.
Sleepy boy.
Caffeine is me a little bit.
It would be an enchantment, I think.
Oh,
Or divination, I can't decide.
oh, God, don't do that.
I think, yeah, enchantment.
Do the robes glow?
The robes glows and they are transmutation.
Okay. My investigation was 15.
15. The eye is made of what looks like chimeric. What's the name now? Ceramics.
Leonard?
Ceramic?
You have been blessed. You have now a D4 hero dice.
I want to use Mage Hand and pull the eye out of the socket. From 10 feet away.
Alright. You pull the eye out. It is floating in midair, held by a ghostly, almost translucent hand.
Does anybody? I have a spare pouch. I bought a spare pouch while we were in town. I'm gonna hold the pouch out and try not touching the eye and drop the eye in the pouch.
Alright, it drops into the pouch.
And I close it.
Yep.
Okay. Now you guys can come in.
Now have the eye awakened them.
If nothing else is glowing in the room, I want to crouch down and spend some time casting identify on the robes.
So what is up with this then? Nala's gonna reach forward with her spear and poke the eye.
Oh, the eye is now in a pouch on Turn's belt.
What is up with that then? She pokes, not touching, like pointing with the spear. I forgot the word.
I'm stabbing with the spear.
She points at the pouch. What is up with the eye then?
Well, I would like to be in a much safer place before I inspect it. More so, he seems to be mocking her accent because his player can't do it. Eyes, are symbolically for watching and seeing, and the fact that it had natures of divination and enchantment on them means they are capable of charming or compelling the mind, or perhaps just watching from afar. So putting it into a closed space and safely tucked away makes me much happier.
Would it be helpful for you to have an eye missing so that you can wear it?
You go first.
I do not want to wear it. Would it help you?
No.
Understood. She turns to the robes. What is with the cloth? You looked at the cloth like it is special cloth.
It is indeed special too, and I'm finding out now. And he pokes his finger down onto it and starts casting Identify.
It is robes of mending.
Ooh, fancy.
They're just fancy clothes that fix themselves.
They fix themselves?
Yes.
They are
And-
of elvish make.
and I will take a dart and I will tear. I'll pull it through the hem and show her.
And as it pulls the dart out, it slowly mends itself, knitting itself together.
Do you know how to make clothes such as this?
Sure.
Can you do it to my skin?
No,
Why is this?
because your skin is alive. And you don't eat your vegetables. And he walks away to start going in respect.
I always eat my vegetables.
Existential crisis.
Fine
Rude.
then. Nala walks over and if she has a she tries to open the chest. But she gestures for people to clear out from in front of it and stands at the side before she opens it. If it is locked, then she will attempt to... She can't use thieves' tools, I just remembered. Wait, no, she can. I think. I don't know. I remember we said she could do something else instead. But now it comes down to it. I have nothing else instead. Either way, she doesn't have a thieves' tools kit.
Roll me a con save.
A constitution save. I shall roll you this. Is this just Nala?
Yeah, wait, what was your passive investigation?
Passive investigation.
Yeah.
That's 15.
Yeah, con save.
Constitution. That's just a roll. I got
You, as you open the lid, a spurt of something black is, and then you're blinded. The first thing you see, she opens the chest, and a black squirt comes from the chest and covers her eyes.
She immediately drops her weapon and starts rubbing her eyes.
After a couple seconds,
Why do I
But
never
no.
learn every chest? Oh, for goodness sakes!
Tyrion is looking over the alchemy equipment and he says, "Be glad it didn't try to eat you."
Why would a chest try to eat me? This is not a normal thing to say.
Mimics aren't normal.
What is a mimic?
And he doesn't answer. He's holding up glassware, checking it for cracks, if there's any more potions there or not.
What is a mimic?
On the table, you find 2 acid vials, and it is a complete alchemy set of quite fine make. And
I do
nothing
not
seems
have
to
the
be cracked.
backspace to carry the whole thing. Especially not with those books I grabbed.
Leonard will try to actually cut a small piece of cloth from the robe of mending. It repairs itself, I presume.
Not a gecko.
It does. After a couple seconds, though, the cloth that you are holding turns to dust.
Damn it! I was.
You wanted to clone the robe of mending.
No, I used to see if I could, create cloth from nothing.
Yeah, isn't that called cloning?
As you look down into the chest, Nala, you see a couple coins and what looks like to be a wooden rapier almost.
What in the Lord's name is this?
It is quite a short sword, short rapier. It's about 4 feet long, with a basket hilt that looks like to be leaves, frozen, also made of wood. It has a slightly green tinge to the brown.
She's gonna wield it and stab at the door they entered through.
It hits the door and sticks.
Any special effects, visual, anything like that?
Roll me a perception check.
A perception? Oh, I never get to roll these. +8. 23!
As you pushed in, it slightly pushed back after just an eye blink, and then it stopped.
Oh, there's something strange with the sword. Tin!
Do you pull the sword out of the thread
She
to
does.
the door? There's a hole straight through the door.
Oh my goodness.
I was adding stuff to my sheet. What happened?
I stabbed with this stick that I found.
And he stares at her expectantly. Long.
She holds it up in
Awkward.
front of him, expecting him to be blinded by the light that he seems to see on everything.
The sword is glowing.
What's group of magic?
Transmutation.
Transmutation?
Okay. She's holding it, right?
Yep.
He's gonna point to Flora and say, "Sit."
What?
Sit.
Me?
Yes.
Sit down.
Yes.
Why are you being so rude?
Sit. He's more commanding this time.
I want to sit to help you, but you're being very rude and I do not want to sit because of this.
And you're being far too curious. You've already been sprayed in the eye with what could have been blinding acid.
I am alive,
Sit
am I not?
down.
I will sit down, but I am not doing it for you. She sits down.
It was my own idea.
If both of you get inspiration, that's fucking hilarious.
I already had it apparently, but thank you.
And then he will spend the time to cast. Identify.
Right. It's a magical weapon. You feel like it's easier to hit things with it, and you can make it grow longer or shorter. And if you hit something particularly well, the target might get restrained.
This is a wooden sword of entangling?
I've called it the +1 entangling rapier of extension.
It's almost like a thorn.
It's a thorn whip sword without the whip part.
You say this can extend?
Yes.
She points it across the room, making sure the path is clear, and then just tenses every muscle in her body.
Nothing whatsoever happened.
She does it again.
Nothing whatsoever happened.
Seeing as this occupies her, he pats her on the head and walks away. Not at all, telling her what she needs to do to make it happen.
Wait, how do I? She tenses every muscle again.
Roll me a con save.
A con save for tensing.
Yeah.
You sheet. A nat 20.
No farts escape. There was still some coin in the chest.
Tyrion will take that and toss it towards Snafai after getting her attention, so she knows it's coming.
Whoa! What was that?
It's money. You don't seem to care about it much, so you seem to be the best one to hold on to it.
Add 11 epithalum pieces.
Wait, can
Constantly.
you spell that?
Do you mean electrum?
Yeah, there you go, Electrum. Sorry.
What did you call them? Abstillum?
Nope, I'm not gonna repeat it, and it was not epithalum.
He tried to read it and just went and hoped we didn't notice.
Basically, yes. What did you take? Did you guys take the alchemy set or the acid?
I don't have the room in my bag for the alchemy set,
Alright,
but I did take the acid.
alright. That was 2 vials of acid.
Okay, well, if we are all done here, then I think we should progress. How do I use the... She tenses every muscle.
You have to sleep
You
on
guys-
it.
What
Then you
if...
could do it.
I don't want to sleep on a piece of wood.
You take things very literally, don't you?
Well, how else am I meant to take them?
You have to spend time with it, caress it, love it a little bit, and it will love you back. And then he starts walking back down the corridor.
Nala has never looked more concerned.
You basically need to attune to this one.
Does Nala have a water pouch on her?
You would have a water skin.
She pours water on the leaf. You said the hilt was
Oh.
made up of an array of leaves, right?
Yeah, it basically is hard leaf. It's basically stuck in time.
She
Yes.
pours water on them.
You do so. the hilt is now wet.
One day, you will grow big and strong. And then you'll... And she tenses every muscle in her body.
What do you guys do?
Let us return from whence we came, presuming, of course, that there is no other path we can take.
From this room, it looks to be sheer walls. Did anyone take? No. Wait, Lena, did you take the clothing, or did you leave it on the corpse? You are muted.
Can
you have
it?
pushed it. Get it.
Damn it. Well, no, I didn't take it. I just tore a piece of it to see if I could make more cloth, but it couldn't.
Nala
Alright.
is going to use the clothing as target practice, because it never gets broken away.
Okay.
And
For
she
how
will bring
long
it
are you
with
gonna-
her for that purpose specifically.
Okay. I was about to say, how long are you gonna spend there stabbing it? You walk out. You come to the workroom first, and you continue into the room where the time trap was, and out through the corridors. Let's see, until you reach a staircase down to the water on the edge.
Oh, is that where we found the water spirit thing?
Elemental, yes.
Yes.
It leads to the right and to the left. Right is where you dropped into the temple.
Have we investigated to the left?
You have investigated the room with lots of bone, but you didn't continue from there.
I did not realize we could continue from there.
No, wait, no, you have explored all the left side. Never mind, I was thinking the wrong place. You
It seems we have explored. We have not explored where, sorry?
The east side. You haven't explored.
Well, we have explored this half of this place, this temple. We should head over to the other.
Wait, did you explore this part? I'm trying to. No, you didn't. Walking around back to the room where the snake statues were. You can see the light shining down from above the hole in the roof.
Tyrion will call up. Hey, everybody pretty up there?
Let's see if I can remember her name. I can't.
Pity.
You see Natasha leaning down. Yeah, we're fine up here for now. Nothing has attacked us yet. Have you seen anything down there?
Lots of interesting. Two of us got trapped in time. It was awesome. We're gonna check out the other half now.
She looks back to the people up there and looks down again as you disappear.
Tian, you are very bad at informing people of the events that have occurred.
I didn't say anything that wasn't true.
But there was a lot that you excluded. I think we should go back and explain.
Can we stop with the flirting and focus on the task at hand?
I do not understand. Who is flirting?
Turn.
He holds up his hand to volunteer that he was.
Oh,
She's
dear God.
very pretty. And then he turns on his heel and starts walking towards the east. Watching for traps.
To the east, there's the closed door, looking quite like the other ones.
Nafai, that you have revealed this to me is very upsetting.
The Turn is flirting with Natasha or Tasha, or whatever her name was.
Oh, okay, now I understand.
Oh. Yeah, sorry for...
The relief that I feel is overwhelming.
Oh god. And if I just mumbles to herself, laughs, and just follow Turn towards the next area of the temple.
That was to check the door and traps. And...
No.
Nat 20.
On this side of the door, you can't see any traps. Looks like a regular big wood door.
Nala, after you.
Oh. Thank you. You're not flirting, no? You okay. She steps forwards, looking directly at him, nothing else, and turns the door handle.
There is a smile on his face that does not mean a damn thing to her.
Binary, can I use my passive perception to see if Nala is blushing or something?
What is your passive perception?
Oh, I have to check.
Leighton, what is your passive deception?
Passive deception?
Mm-hmm.
9.
Alright. Yeah, you see it. If she is blushing or not. If she is blushing, you see her blushing.
She's scowling like she's looking at a dog that won't stop barking.
Fair enough.
Opening the door, creaks open, and you see a staircase leading down to more water.
There's more water up ahead. I would rather not get wet, but it seems we must.
Then let us.
Yeah, sure. Nala progresses.
So does Leonard.
Let me see. I'm counting. Would Leonard and Nala roll me dex save, please?
Not even hard, baby.
What? I'm using my inspiration.
All right.
22.
Each of you take. That is 7. Each take 7 thunder damage as this trap goes off as you step down on the first steps, and lightning and darky smoke covers you, and you get little thundered, and you hear. Well, right now you are almost like everything is ringing in your ears. You succeeded not being deafened.
Tyrion is going to sit down and start ritual casting Detect Magic.
Holy shit, what was that?
While they recovered.
Can you hear me?
Sounds like that in real life.
Holy
Nala's,
smoly, that
Nala's
was loud.
shouting obnoxiously loud with her every word.
Please don't roleplay it.
I realised that it
Indeed.
was ear damaging, so I decided not to.
You look a bit worn, and Leonard cast a cure wounds.
All right. Roll to heal. Roll to do anti-damage.
It's actually plus. It also has my wisdom modifier, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's +2 actually. It doesn't calculate for some reason.
Well, I'll fix it later. Later, Nala, you get 8 health back.
8? Wow. Oh, thank you.
You became more hurt.
You get more hurt.
I realize now that I accidentally hit minus instead of plus. The diggity boogity boo.
Hoogity boogity.
Boogity boogity ba ba.
Stepping down into the water, it reaches up to your knees about. You continue forward?
Tyrion having magic eyes now, yeah.
Yeah.
We continue forward, yes. I just went extremely deep.
What is your order of walking?
Since he is the best at voiding, making deck saves, and has the highest AC, Leonard, would you care to lead the way? I
Sure.
do not think I have the capacity to absorb as much damage as yourself.
Tyrion will follow.
Hopefully, neither of us will be taking any blows. So, but I'll lead the way.
Tyrion. Is I can't remember. Is Detect Magic concentration?
Of course, I'll be on the lookout for traps or other signs of danger.
Comprehend language is not.
Okay. Well, comprehend language lasts an hour?
Yeah. I think.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, 1 hour. The
I
corridor
think
is.
I'll be the last one.
Yeah. The corridor is 10 feet wide.
I'm close enough to Leonard to grab his shoulder if I spot any rune traps.
All right. The corridor leads you forward about 50 feet, and then it turns a corner and goes to the north.
I'll peek around the corner, and if it's clear, I'll move up.
Roll me a perception check.
Yes, I see everything.
Even the future.
About 10 feet in front of you, you see I can't say the word now. Something weird in the wall. It looks like lines or indentation on both sides, horizontally to ground.
Are they like carvings or like claw marks?
Like slots.
Like what?
Slots.
Slots.
Yeah, they're very slow, furry creatures.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like slot. And I was like, what? Can you type it out so I don't misunderstand? I'll interrupt Tyron and go like, hey, do you notice that thing on the walls over there?
Now I do. Thanks for pointing them out.
They are about 3.5 feet off the ground.
And like an inch apart from each other, or?
No, on either side of the wall.
Right.
On either side.
Oh, so there's just one horizontal line in the wall.
Yeah,
on either side.
Yeah.
Okay.
The length of each slot is
nothing.
It's 20 feet.
Nothing glowy or magical is coming to my attention.
No.
Well, it certainly is ominous.
I feel like this is some kind of water trap that as soon as we cross that line, something will trigger and we'll be flooded. I just have this hunch.
Can I see beyond it? How far is this line?
20 feet.
Can I see beyond it? What's on the other side?
On the other side, it's just it stops and the corridor continues, and you can see. Let's see how far is your vision. And after 60 feet, the corridor continues into darkness. Leonard, you, I think, see the... Wait, that is weird. Yeah, you see 90 feet and then it continues into darkness.
Well, it's it also could be very unpleasant bladed things that slide and spin out of those slots. Very huge, but then again, like I said, the guy that built this place is unpleasant, to be the most polite about it. We could go under it, check for a triggering mechanism, perhaps.
I'll take. Is there any rock in the water or something? Small rock.
There are smaller rocks.
I'll pick one and I'll lob it at so it crosses the line.
It crosses the line. How far do you throw it?
About the center of the line.
All right. Throw it and it plops down into the water and sinks to the bottom. And nothing happened.
So it's probably not proximity based. Is there anything heavy standing where the lines are?
No, the corridor is like empty.
Probably not pressure plate triggered either. Do I spot any at this line? Do I spot any kind of string or something?
I want to throw a firebolt across and see if anything glints to catch their attention. And tell Leonard that so he can make the perception roll at advantage.
All right, roll me another perception check. There is no string crossing the.
Nothing glints in the firebolt light.
No. Except the water.
Oh.
Well, it's probably pressure based, but the water.
I'm getting
far-
bored. Can we speed this up?
Okay. I want you to float on your back, and we're gonna push you across.
That works for me. Nala floats on her back.
And I give her a good shove, so she drifts past.
And she drifts past.
Problem
Sliding
solved, guys.
Sliding to the other side.
Except that I'm wearing armor.
We want to take our time and go
Good.
slow?
Nala,
Yes.
defense roll with disadvantage.
uh, 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 10. I'm gonna. Oh, I can't for that. 10.
All right, now it's a bit too late. I was going to say, can I give inspiration, but it might be a bit too late.
Yeah, it's a bit late.
To be fair, he was cut off by the
To be also fair, you're allowed to use inspiration up until the result of the roll is known.
Right. I was just saying, he couldn't say it with you screaming in pain already.
You get hit by a water elemental that flows up and slams you. You take 12 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make.
I use my reaction to half that.
All right.
Yeah, boy. Wait, I can see the attacker, right?
Now you can.
Could I? Because if I couldn't, then I couldn't half the damage.
Then you couldn't half the damage. It was a surprise attack.
Oof!
You are also grappled.
Oh, what the... How does water grapple one? How is one grappled by water?
It's
the
magic
water,
people water.
The water gives me the big suck.
It sucks you in. Everyone roll initiative.
Including Nala.
Yeah, including Nala. That is everyone. She is included in everyone.
Where is the initiative thing I'm doing? Oh, right, we have to push on our token. I say that's an okay initiative.
Yeah, that's a quite okay. Fine.
On my way, touchpad.
Oh,
Hey.
sorry.
Hey, did the water elemental say anything when it attacked?
Blub.
Which means... Because he's got comprehend language still on!
Oh, I forgot to click my own token, but it was 15.
I was thinking you'd say something like, "Elementally, my dear Watson."
Oh my god! Alright, that one was okay.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, Leonard, it's your turn because you can't be surprised.
It is also the first round, and I act before it, right?
Yep. Or it already. Yeah, sure. Yep.
You need to add no fight to the turn order.
So I go up to it and I smack it 3 times.
Give me a second. I need to pull out the map. You are there.
Yeah, sweet. I have 40
This
feet movement.
area where the slides in the wall was.
All right.
Yeah, you can move. Would you please roll me a dex save?
Woo!
You duck as two blades from each side, circular blades, come flying out. One from above, one from the north, and one from the south, and crossing each other, shatter in the middle, and then slide back into the wall. As you,
Tyrion's gonna go, ha! I knew it!
as you cross the last distance, do you stay there or do you walk?
I was gonna move up there. I saw you a bit in shock, like, oh shit. Thank you, Dice. But I'll do my attacks, and
Yeah.
I have advantage on all of them if I'm not incorrect.
Wasn't it the first one?
No, all attacks on the first round
Okay.
if they haven't acted yet.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
You hit the creature twice, missing this the second attack, but hitting it with the other two. Wait, how did that do? Oh yeah, you have 2-weapon fighter style, right?
Single weapon fighting style.
Wait, how do you attack thrice?
Because I have multiple attacks from level 5.
Yeah, that's 2 attacks.
And I also have 1 extra attack on the first turn of combat.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Yep. You cleave into the creature twice, dealing some damage. Nala, you are currently restrained.
Nala is going to lash out wildly with her new rapier while restrained.
All right, roll.
Wait, when you say restrained, do you mean restrained or grappled?
Restrained.
Let me look up what that means. Reference sheet. Restrained. Oh, I'm going to try and break free.
All right. Athletics or acrobatics?
You know it's going to be that acrobatics, boy. 8.
I know.
20.
You're free. You are able to unravel yourself from the watery grip. You still have your bonus action.
Thank you, Leonard. She's going to disengage and move 5 feet back.
In before, more blades.
Roll me a dex save.
No.
You in before'd it, and he was like, "Oh, here's an idea. Maybe if I just have blades there."
Well, I said
No.
in before, so...
Nat 20.
You just as you step back, you realize, oh shit, and you just lean backwards, and 2 blades fly over your head,
Ching,
and
ching.
you stand back up.
Oh, right. They come from... They go back into the wall. I was like, do they hit the elemental?
Are they projectiles, or are they like extend then withdraw?
Extend, then withdraw.
A man can dream.
Okay, perhaps
Okay.
it's best I don't stand here. She is going to
Uh,
try and get to there. That's 25 feet, with including there was also 5 to move back.
yeah. That is the area where you have noticed the blade.
Oh, she actually has 40 feet of movement, but you know I'm only going to use 30 of it.
All right. Turn. It's your turn.
I want to do something that you will have to say if I can or not.
All right.
I want to use a key point for Step of the Wind,
Okay.
and I want to do a parkour move where he like bounces from wall to wall over across.
What did Step of the Wind do again? Isn't that
Yeah, it gives him dash, faster movement. It's more for flavor, but just like so that he's trying to. It would be easier for him to do that move.
Alright. Yeah, roll me a dex save.
It's a dex save, not an acrobatics check.
Mm. Alright, because you used the key point to do Step of the Wind.
Doesn't Step of
Where?
the Wind specifically say if you dash, you can run on water?
Oh,
I don't know.
we will find out really quick, because D&D Beyond is awesome! Step of the Wind does not say anything. Oh, there it goes. You can spend a key point to disengage or dash action, jump on your turn, and you can jump the distance double for your turn. Can I just jump across then?
Yeah, you could do that. Well,
Then
we could say that you jumped on the wall. It sounded cooler.
Well,
You
yeah,
don't need to roll.
that sounds cooler to do the parkour bounce across the
But
wall
you
things.
don't need to roll because it's yeah. I think your strength is higher than 10, right? Or 10.
No.
Is it 10?
No.
Then roll me dex save with advantage.
Oh no, it's 9th level.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we can walk on water at 9th level. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
If I use Step of the Wind.
Yeah, you as you land, your heel just touch the plate, and you lean forward as the blades spin again. You still have an action.
I don't have. Oh, because it's bonus action to spend the key point. Crap.
Yeah.
I will attack it with the super sword.
All right, roll to attack with the super sword.
Woo!
That is pretty good.
Does it bleed water?
I want to behead it. The head has to reform out of water.
Yep. Sadly, the bleed effect only affects creature that can bleed.
Oh, come on, it can bleed water. Let it drip a bit.
Let's see that's 13. But you do slice it good. Slicing off its head and it then reforms.
Can I get around to the other side of it?
If you roll me a tumble check, and that is an acrobatic check. Yeah, you get to the other side.
And that's my turn.
Nephi.
Yeah, could you fix the turn order first of all? I can only see myself on the creature.
I think that's because everyone else is active.
I can see everyone else. If
But the stream can't see anyone else.
I can see all of them.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna walk 10 paces forward and then I'm gonna cast Shalila and like I can't do so much more actually. So that's my turn, I guess.
You still have your action.
Yeah, but there's nothing I can do from this distance and I don't have any. I think I have like
Spells?
1 or 2 spell slots left unless I don't have any offensive spells.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
I can shout some encouraging words.
You can do it.
You can do
She's not a bard, but you feel encouraged nevertheless.
non-binary, nonetheless.
Nonetheless, there you go. Would Tyrion roll me a defense roll? 17. You get whacked.
I'm gonna use my reaction to make it a 17.
You don't get whacked. And dodge out the way of the watery fist. Leonard.
Well, I had this sweet tactic called stab it really hard, so I'm gonna try it again.
All right.
Can these things be flanked, or do I need to do a 5-foot step, or is it does this diagonal count?
This type of diagonal counts, yes, and you have a +2 to hit.
Sweet. So I'm a stab it like nobody's tomorrow.
All right, stab away. That is a hit. That is also a hit. Nice.
I presume shorts are always piercing, or are they slashing piercing?
They're always piercing, rule-wise, but flavor-wise, they're both. Like, you can still cut someone with a rapier, it's not that that's good at it. Anything else?
Well, it was my action. I mean, I don't have an incentive to move from here. I can look menacingly at it.
You look menacing. Nala.
Nala is going to stab with her new fancy as fuck rapier.
Alright, you move up and stab?
Yes, she moves alongside Tien. I always forget that name. And makes the attack. To confirm, if her normal bonus to hit with a dexterity weapon is +7, she is now +8 with this. Or do I need to attune to it first?
You need to attune to it first, but it still counts as magical.
Then there she goes. An 11 to hit. How fantastic. Oh, goodness me.
A miss.
With her offhand, as per usual, she is going to draw a dagger and stab with that as well.
Alright, roll to hit.
A 17.
That is a hit. And sneak attack.
Nice. So that's D4 for the dagger, plus 3D6 for the sneak. And I don't think she has 2-weapon fighter. Let me just make sure. Nope, she does not.
Nope.
12 piercing.
You stab with the dagger. Into its
At which point
watery
she then steps back to her original position.
Alright.
She has the mobile feat.
Yep. Turn.
Tyrion gets to finally do his awesome Kensei thing!
Can say what?
He's way up to Kensei.
He
So
can say
I
fuck
attack.
you after one roll.
Wow.
So I first attack with my super sword.
That
And
hits.
then, because I do an unarmed strike, my AC is now +2.
Yep.
I want to add a D8 to that attack. My hero die.
Yeah.
So, Leighton, I'm spending my hero die.
Okay, I'll remove it.
Oh my god.
14.
That just hits for another 6 damage. Wait, I did the wrong thing. Fuck. Fuck. There we go. There we are. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright. Fine.
I'm going to try to be real acrobatic and run across the red zone and then attack it with the club.
Alright. Roll me a dexterity save. Nice. You run forward. First step you take, the blades extend from the wall. You duck as they rush. The first one rushes towards you. The other one slightly after rushing over your head, and you're on the other side.
Cool. Now smack.
That is a hit.
Oh!
Yeah. Feeling nice. Are you trying to send a link?
He is trying to
Yeah,
send a
it
link.
didn't work. It was supposed to be an image, but click on it and you'll see. It's amazing.
That's basically what the blades do. It turns you into mashed potato.
I don't remember spitting like that as I ran across.
No, I know. I'm missing. You hit it hard with your. I think you have a staff, right?
Yeah, it's a club.
Oh, a club. You
Yeah,
whack it hard
yes,
with,
like the combination club stuff.
Yeah. and a lot of water splashes out as you hit it with your now magical staff. Nefai, would you please make me defense roll?
On my way.
You see this water elemental ready itself and slam towards you. It hits the wall as you duck, and a spray of rubble flies from the wall. And as it withdraws its watery shape, you can see an indentation in the wall. Leonard.
Well, I had a sweet tactic going on called bash it until it stops moving. So I'm gonna keep
that's
trying.
I like
I've
that plan.
tried
It's
it
easy to
multiple
remember.
So that's a 16 and a nat 20.
How do you want to do this?
Yay!
What?
How do you want to do this? It is
You
going
can
to die.
describe your final attack.
If you want to.
I like this. But the thing is, I'm fighting an elemental, so it's going to be hard. Does it have some kind of core or something keeping it together?
Not what you can see. It's like connected to the water on the ground. Well,
All right. Then Leonor is going to go slash at the bottom and then shield bash it away from its base
all right.
into the wall.
You ready yourself and slash, and then bash it. And as you bash, Nala and Tyrion gets covered in water as it splashes back towards them.
Ah, this is. Did I just eat something?
Tyrion's gonna smile at her and snap his fingers and press the digitation himself try.
Can you do me?
And
Brayson.
then he's gonna look back at Nefai. Do I answer that question?
It's better to not answer it, I think.
Oh.
He's gonna start.
In all seriousness, can I please request a break, specifically because I am very, very hungry and haven't had an opportunity to eat since I got home.
Tyrion is gonna pat her on the head as he walks past and go ahead and press the digitator try.
Yes.
And Leonard's gonna add yet another cure wounds to that.
And with that, we're gonna have a short break.
Okay.
We'll be back at.
Half
Do
past?
you think you can do it in 10 minutes?
Let's just make it half past. It's an easier time.
All right, yeah, half past.
When Binary, if you want to pause the in-game music,
yeah,
and have a particularly easy to hear music ready, I'll mute our chat and leave the desktop audio running, so when the music comes back on, people know we're about to start again. Sound good?
You get 3 HP back, by the way.
Yeah.
Nice.
I rolled nat 1.
Well, it's a lot better than nothing.
Why did he get? You're late.
By 2
Maybe he
minutes.
should
Eat my
change his
arse.
name to Justin.
Well, 2 minutes, 6 minutes.
Hey, no, my clock says 2 minutes. Even my phone says 2
Yeah.
minutes.
Your clock is wrong.
My clock is synced online. Okay, no, my phone says 6 minutes.
Anywho, we just slashed a water elemental to pieces.
The corridor continues forward.
Yes, let's travel forth.
Continue traveling. After a while, it takes a bend to the left and continues into darkness.
Do I spot
Well,
anything with my magical eyes? Because I think like a few minutes left on that.
Nothing. No.
Stream going? Somebody see what we're doing?
The stream is up, yes. Oh, wait. Oh, I need to change it to that. There we go. Thank you for the heads up.
hopefully your eyes will be glowy out. All right, another wrong person. Never mind.
I'm so glad I have food now. Oh my god, I was starving.
How deep is the darkness?
It's further than 90 feet.
All right, I'll keep an eye out for traps and stuff like that, and I'll keep marching forward.
All right, roll me a perception check.
Is there a check I could make that would like rack my brain on how to detect water elementals in water? Like, would I have read it in a book someplace or heard about it when I was in the other place? Talking to... Because there's a
I'd
lot of
say
random information
roll-
when you comes out when you're talking to those little fellows.
Roll me Arcana check. Not what you can think about now. I'm afraid.
Okay.
With that 17, yeah, you spot a couple of pressure plates that you easily avoid and telling the rest of the party about. After walking for about another 200 feet, you turn another corner that leads back down to the south. You can just see on the edge of your vision and on the staircase leading up. And turn, you see a trap on the staircase.
Just as a reflex, he's gonna hurl a firebolt at it.
And you hurl the firebolt, and as it hits the stairs, it turns into a really big fireball, and you feel a heat wave hit you guys. And then the fire dissipates.
It was a very good thing you caught that.
Slightly foggy in there now from the water evaporating from the hit.
Nice, refreshing steam bath.
Let's wait for a moment before passing through here. I'll wait for the steam to subside, and then I'll move forward.
Moving forward, you find yourself on the bottom of the staircase, where the trap was.
I mean, I believe whoever did this must be some evil, cunning bastard, so I presume there'll be a second one on the second stair.
Do I see any more?
No, you don't see any more traps.
While I agree with your assessment of this individual, there's not any more traps here. And to prove his point, he'll start walking up the steps.
I mean,
Maybe
I was a
found
bit
himself.
worried there at the GM's word that you see no more traps. That means there's something else here. Sorry for interrupting earlier.
Fine.
Knowing binary like I do, he speaks very plainly. If you see no more traps, you see no more traps. If you
Uh,
are seeing no more traps and there is a monster you don't see, he's probably going to forget to mention that you didn't see the monster.
Is there the stairs go down like into the water?
Up. No, up from the
Okay,
water.
then he's marching up the steps.
Yeah, we'll
Alright.
follow the steps then.
Walking up the stairs, you find yourself standing in a large chamber leading into the darkness. You see pillars with torch brackets on it, leading further into the larger room.
Are there torches in the brackets, or just the brackets?
They were torches in the brackets, like the burned out torches.
I will try to firebolt one to ignite it.
Roll an attack roll.
Firebolt!
You hit it, and the wood on the torch starts to burn.
I'll do it for the next 3.
All right.
Can you roll attacks for those 2?
Yeah. You hit one more, and yeah, with that, it starts to glow as well. The room bends to the right, and it's like a corridor of pillars leading deeper into the room. In the end of the room, you see an altar with a purple glowing something. Yeah, that's what you see. Elora.
There is no Elora
Nala?
in this game.
Nala. You recognize this place.
This is the chamber I was in with the snake, the one that I told you about.
Did he tell you his name?
If he did, I don't remember it.
Makes sense.
Shall we try to lure the snake out again?
No. He had a goal. It was to defend this place. If he is not here, either something moved him, or he is elsewhere, guarding.
Taryn is gonna call out in Elvish, "We come in peace."
Nala is going to raise her eyebrows.
Perception check to reply.
In your mind, you hear an Elvish voice say, "If you weren't, you'd already been dead."
That was particularly hard to understand.
If you weren't, you would already been dead.
And out loud he says, in Elvish still, "I accept that possibility." Can they hear you?
Now they can.
Okay, good.
Who understands Elvish?
I do.
Not Nala.
Alright.
Right now, like she looks like she's enduring the
Me.
most confusing explanation she's ever had to endure.
Yeah, Nala and Nefai are hearing gibberish spoken in their minds. Leonard understands it though, as well as Tern.
I think it's your snake friend, he says to Nala. That confused the cutter face.
It sounds like him. The issue would be his words. They made sense before.
They make sense to me, and the other 2. So I've never heard Elvish out of a reptilian mouth before. It's interesting. Well, there seems to be a corruption happening to these temples and the defenses they put in place over this jungle. We would like to do something about that, particularly stopping the unpleasant person causing it.
That's basically what your friend told me earlier.
Oh, good. She's not very good at explaining things.
I see.
Could we help you or you help us?
Well, I am defending this thing right now. The source. And you see, as you look towards the altar, you see from the top of the pillar, a large white snake appears, slinking down, coiling up in front of the altar.
Well, you certainly are sleek.
If it could raise eyebrows, it would have raised eyebrows. You get the mental equivalent of a raised eyebrow.
Nala, for the second
Ara-
time today, is fighting to avoid drawing her weapon.
Our objective so far has simply been exploration and investigation. Is there something more specific we could do to accomplish our goals?
Make sure that the personage does not enter the temple.
Well, there's two more. I think two more. This is the third one. Yes, two more that we planning on visiting. Should we remain here and guard this one?
I did not know there were more.
Oh.
The
And
master
then
never told me that. He told me to protect this place.
He will reach in and pull out that bone key from the first one that was sitting on top of the bowl.
All
right. What's this for?
The snake slithers up. And as it comes close, you can see that its lids are that its eyes are closed. It leans forward and its tongue flick out, and then it hisses and it goes back. I don't know what that is, but that thing disgusts me.
Well, it's not very pleasant in my hand either, but I didn't like where it was left. It seemed to be some sort of ritual cast upon whatever was supposed to be there. So I broke the bowl and took the key.
I think it would be a safe assumption to presume that there were guardians, such as yourself, large snake, that protected the other two temples that the person we are trying to prevent has already overrun. And so, I think it is safe to presume, not saying that you could not stop him, but it is safe to presume you could not stop him.
What if the other creatures were weaker than me?
Well, what if they were stronger?
There was a lot of blood involved in one of them. That was disconcerting.
A lot of blood. I felt very sick that day. The point I am trying to make is that perhaps us splitting up and searching the other temples could be the most stupid decision we could make.
Okay, I didn't like where that was going. I'm glad you finished strong. I believe what we will do is go to the other two temples and see what we can find there. And there is a local village.
Well, that is precisely my point, Tian. If we go to the other two temples, you can talk to the snake all you want. I am now talking to you.
But we can leave the villagers here to help guard. Like Natasha.
Better be a bloody lot of them.
If you guard the entrance and weaken them, I can take care of the rest when they
See?
come.
And the villagers can talk to, I can't remember the mage's name that initially hired us. Can talk to send us a message that there is something going on here, and then we can come back and help.
Is anyone proficient in insight?
Yes.
In insight, yes,
Awkwardly,
indeed.
Nala is.
You would have almost heard without the snake saying to the meat bags.
To the
Potter.
meat bags.
No, like you could stand outside, making sure that they are weakened meat bags, and I'll protect it from here. Have you heard of cannon fodder?
And meat shields.
Yeah, meat shields.
That assumes you have people that can be resupplied as well.
True. The snake basically told you to protect out, so nothing comes in, and if it comes in, they're gonna be weakened.
It's a plan as good as any.
I think it is the only option we have, though I still do not like it.
Not a fan either. Wish we had more to go on.
Well, it was lovely talking to you, large snake.
What is your name?
My name, Aralu, plural.
I think I'm just gonna call him Abe.
No, his name is Aran. You call him Aran.
That's not even all of his name either.
Well, he has multiple names, obviously. My name is not like Nara Tora Dukolen all of the time, is it? It's just Nala.
Okay then. Good luck protecting this place. And he waves and turns and starts to leave.
And as the snake climbs up on the pillars, you can see its scale change color and blend into the rock.
May fortune be on your side, Aran. Nala turns and
I'd
leaves.
like to learn that.
I think we would all like to learn that.
Where do you head now?
I mean, we were just supposed to check that the source here hadn't been corrupted, and apparently it hasn't.
After this, our original plan was to head to... Sorry, I'm gonna have to go on mute for a second just so I can... I can't even go on mute for the stream.
No worries.
Because I'm trying to say quiet, but also do this voice, I'm losing the voice. Oh well. Our other plan was to head to the closest point of this star shape that we had not yet visited.
Which I believe is straight north.
Approximately, yes.
Didn't you say you gather people here to defend this place?
Well, that we could speak to them on the way out. Because there's already Natasha and two others.
Oh no, Tien, I did not suggest that we should leave before the reinforcements arrive.
Well, I would prefer to rest up before we took off as well.
Most certainly. Honestly, at this rate, the forest seems almost as dangerous as the temples.
And yet this horribleness is happening. Sadness. I think we're heading out and climb back up the rope. A long rest, and I would like to identify the eyeball. just for the fact that we only have 5 minutes left.
And before it's the Eye of Vecna.
No.
What is the Eye of Vecna?
It's a famous D&D item of an evil god.
Basically, you have to cut out your eye and replace it with the item. He also has a hand you can replace, and one thing that happens is when two adversarial groups try to find like relics of this old god, one fooled the other that they had found the head of Vecna. And each item you have to replace with your own. So you can guess what happened next.
He decapitated himself.
It's
Basically, yeah. He had his teammates do it. And then, like, well, it didn't stuck. Maybe we didn't do it correctly. Let's take another teammate and do the same thing.
Mm.
it's not an Eye of Vecna. It's an Erthes eye. It basically gives you sight if you don't have it. And for it to work, you need to have not have one eye.
Oh, so it's like a prosthetic eye?
Yeah, that gives you sight.
He immediately drops it. You.
With the experimentation, there might be found out more about it, but it's basically that. And I'm guessing you start climbing the rope?
We were going to do the eye thing after climbing the rope.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you're back on top, and you see Mervek standing on one of the steps. And that is where we're going to leave off.
Yay!
End of session.
And
Seemed a nice place to sign off at.
Copyright strike. Nearly went a full session without that binary for the first time ever. You just fucking blast it at the very end. That's still going through. You can't avoid a copyright strike just by making the music quiet. It's detected by a machine binary.
And the best thing is, Binary's just laughing at it.
Thank you for playing, guys.
Just so you know, right, my dad listens to all of the audios after we play. Like, he's listening through Jungles of Zabo.
Okay, yeah.
And as he listens through them, right, he gets hit with adverts only on the videos where we've been copyright striked.
Interesting.
Because when you get copyright striked on YouTube, it means adverts get put in your video that give money to the people that copyright striked you. Anyway, yeah, that is the end of the stream. I hope everybody watching enjoyed. I know there were particularly large amounts of people this stream.
Wow, really? I guess we are kind of popular.
There were like...
How many was it?
I think excluding people that were playing, at least 6.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. So thank you everybody that was watching. Have a good night.
Bye.
Yeah.